Well, this morning I want us to take a look at whether it's more expensive or less, or the choice people would have to make on spending on marriages. Yeah. So we put together a vox pop by the news team. So we want to take a look at it, and then we'll try and discuss this a bit, and we'll open the phone lines. The digital team decided to go to town.
Yes.
They are doing DDP with marriage costs. So let's see.
Girls, then they cheat for, then they cheaters. Wow. Families, then they go do like, oh, maybe be wanna pick in cocoa season. Then they go catch, then go take the money. Oh, no. If you do like that, you check like they sell the woman. You the bab, make the love day. Small money, at least the family, oh, maybe I buy this one, do this one, pack movement, traditional one. You know that. But now wedding, then things, but that one where the cost. That one you go spend like 700K. That means 300 something. I don't know. Plenty money, but now small money no. If the love they pay, you know that. Now it depends, because now no me like this. My job no say that they give me plenty money. So me my budget where I do where I say, oh, maybe if I dey go marry. If I go higher, where I go high, why I say this one they enter billionaire something before be 1,500. Simple 1,500. Because the family, you know, the ones where you go need back. Oh, maybe the family go give you this one list. The things where they the list inside, no. If I buy that one finish, but you know that the one way he left, no. If I buy the things where they the list inside finisher, I know say, oh, I married a girl or I married a woman. The ones we left, no, if the woman like her, make you do them. That one there be enjoyment. You never have. So the, oh, that be what I talk say. The one we did the list inside, no. If I buy that one's finisher, I know say, oh, if I present give the family, no, I marry you be that. The family take you give me. The ones we go left for back, you know, that one there be the NG. That one there, you know, them and budget inside. Because if be that one way you go feel cost you like 700K, 100K then things. Somebody go come your wedding then things, you know, go give you one manna, but you go chop the food where you go sell for there, or you go chop some. But at least you go take for the family. Food no there inside. Or food there inside. No, food no there. So that one there, no them and budget inside.
This Katanga Commonwealth boys and Casford, but I think the reality is that the times are quite hard.
Yes.
And we have to ask ourselves our questions whether young people will be willing to commit to the subject of the long-term, you know, marital relationship. You know, spending. I don't know, because these days the standard for doing weddings are very high.
Yes.
Who's placing that standard there?
Social media, isn't it?
Yeah, but why are people allowing themselves to be pressured by social media if they cannot afford?
Well, if you see your friend having a lavish wedding and you see that, this is someone that I think I am on par with, I also should do something as similar.
Well, your friend probably has money, or your friend went to borrow money that they'll be paying for the rest of their lives.
That fact that people actually borrow money,
yes,
to do a lavish wedding.
They take loans.
How?
Okay, so what do we mean by lavish? Because, you know, these is the standards that we're talking about, that maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago what would be lavish, and now the normal ones. Because you have an event place. Even if you don't have an event place, if you go and get some boja, you still have to decor the place.
Yes.
You know,
and decor alone costs a fortune.
The food.
Exactly.
These days, the kente is not one normal.
Oh,
if you wear the kente normal, that's like fanchiniko. So you have to bead it. You do beading. Then, you know, it's corseted.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
All those things.
Yes.
Well, you men have it easy. You just
very
and that is standard. Yeah, you know. But the reality is that it's expensive for young people to make that decision. You know, back in the day, you could see those who are in a certain generation could say that, well, they were in training college or sixth form and they gave birth or university. But these days you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know, because you know you hustle. You know, you hustle buy iPhone or or buy some other Samsung or some other brand like that.
But we also can't take away from the fact that for some of the very lavish weddings, they are sponsored by parents. But I think younger people see
Parents
that.
are sponsoring marriages.
Yes.
I thought only for rich people.
No, but the rich people are sponsoring their children's marriages.
But they are few compared to the larger
But they are the
population.
ones that are going viral on social media. So you're seeing this lavish standard, not realizing that it's very heavily backed by a very large pocket somewhere who is related to the couple, and they end up, having to be able to pick whatever they want, fly in flowers, buy the best champagne, and you see it and think, that's the standard I'm supposed to meet to. But you are just one salary worker. So there's certain expectations that we should take away from ourselves and know that not everything on social media really is as it is. Some people, it's just I've seen decor people whose family members have gotten married and they've used that marriage as an opportunity to advertise their products. So they'll put all out. So you would see a wedding with all kinds of decoration, but it's probably because their aunt or their parent or something has some connections to a decor company. So you're seeing all of it in excess, but it's because they want to draw you, the small salary worker, to come to them and spend your money.
What I've never understood, so all the weddings, right, when you see them posted on social media, you see that they list the vendors.
Yes.
Are those vendors being paid for the work they're doing? And is the listing coming as an added benefit to them?
Yes, because right now it's become a staple.
Why should I pay you to do work for me? And then when I post on my page that I got married, then I now give you all the accolades as well. Do you factor that into the discounts I get? Because if you don't, then I'm sorry, I don't see why I should constantly be posting. And I've seen that a lot. I understand that it's a way of advertising for the vendors as well. But do they also give discounts to these couples?
I think
I don't think they do. And I've had a problem with it. Now, the other concern as well would be that for a lot of people, they're focused on just that day.
Yes.
Or the 2 days. Whether the marriage will last or not.
Oh, but the marriage will last. With all this
sometimes
lavish thing, please share.
Marriages are not lasting as much anymore.
0302 97319. So
198. Why are you mentioning the numbers like
I literally know
I
of
have
couples.
speech impairment this morning.
No, you don't want to call that on yourself. God forbid.
I know couples that have done lavish weddings, and 6 months down the line they've gotten divorced.
6 months. AJ, that same week.
Charlie, please.
They realize they're not compatible.
We
have to go their separate
we have
ways.
one of our ardent viewers who doesn't want to make that decision. Emmanuel.
Yes.
Bella,
Yes.
it's for you.
Yes.
Emmanuel, what's up? Talk
It's
to us.
about this, how much you spend on your marriage.
Yes.
You see, parents or maybe families do a lot of this marriage leave. That means
marriage list.
The guy not inactive too, or maybe the guy don't want to spend so much on the marriage for people to enjoy, but they rather love their wives or their women. They want to marry them, keep them for their future. But it's not about getting married and spend money in the air and go home and suffer. So chiefs and opinion leaders should come out with a sizable amount or some sort of truth list with people.
Who would be the opinion leaders in this case, and how do they determine how much I spend on my wedding or not?
That's a very true question because it's subject to each one and their taste too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, we can't also discount the fact that for some couples, and largely a wedding is supposed to be seen as the woman's big day. Now, for some couples, the women actually demand a lot more, especially from the men, than necessary, because they have an idea of how their perfect wedding should be, and they expect the man to fund it, and they end up going into debt because she has a perception of how arrangement should come, how the gown should look, who should do the gown, I need to go to the best, and all these unnecessary pressure that we place on people, and then before you know it, young men are in debt as well.
There's something I noticed about weddings in Nigeria. Most of them go and sign.
Yes.
Most of them go and sign. Well, before, the ones who can afford to do the whole, big wedding, they do that. But for a lot of them, they just want to say, oh, we just signed as this, and they're proud to post it and say, we just got married at the registry, blah, blah, blah.
like that.
People celebrate
But
it.
Well, we
But
have a
I've
caller.
not seen any Ghanaian post and say that, oh, we just went to sign and we're done.
We have a caller
Ever.
from Spinters. We have a caller from Spinters.
Okay. Hello, caller AJ.
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What are your thoughts on the cost of weddings these days?
Really, I believe, considering how the economy of the country is, the person should be able to weigh his pocket, not considering whether you're pleasing people or not, because after wedding also you have to move on with your life. At least do it in a moderate form in such a way that you can still move on without, being affected so much after the wedding.
Yeah.
I think that is reasonable. Then yes, that is reasonable for me.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us.
Yeah, thank you.
But I saw a tweet on social media about a girl who discovered that women are supposed to buy the men's engagement ring in some cultures.
Where?
Which of the
And not the men's wedding ring.
Not Ghana.
which of the cultures?
Because there's no traditional.
I think she's based in the UK, but she realized, and then she asked her Ghanaian father, and the Ghanaian father said,
Oh, then they fraud them.
Ghanaian men buy their own wedding rings. But is that something that should
Happens
be
in any
allowed?
of the regions. You never know.
So we have somebody on the line from Stephen. Okay, so Stephen.
Stephen, what's up? Good morning.
Please, my name is Tina, not Steven.
Oh,
Apologies.
Right.
Apologies.
we apologize, Tina.
Talk to us.
Yeah, good morning. And how are you all?
We're all fine, Tina. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Volta region, Georgia, to be precise.
Hotel where? Please, how are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
Yeah, are you married?
Yes, please.
Okay, how much did you spend on your wedding? How long ago too?
That's about 12 years, and it was just 1,000 Ghana cedis. We killed just 1 day.
No, you.
And you know, the rich people don't even take even a common champagne at your wedding ground. They respect themselves so much that they don't even eat. But then now the kind of marriages I see, where it to be my time, we couldn't have even afford a pin. We carried everything we bought back home. Nobody, you know, the kind of people that came to my wedding was said that they respected themselves. The drinks we provided, none was taken. The champagne we popped, only 3 champagne that we opened. Even still, we left some down because they are so big that they were looking at those champagnes to be for children. You understand? And the whole problem is coming from the women. They overhype themselves, and at the end of the day, when the wedding is done, they expect the men to give them money again to go and do business. How do you expect the men to get money when you have made them to overspend all their money that they have kept for so many years? You see, so the women need to change their perception about marriage. Marriage, the quality of marriage does not depend on the amount you spend during the wedding.
Tina.
It depends on the relationship between you and the man and the God factor.
Tina.
Marriage is based on God factor.
Tina.
Don't forget that even after the marriage, you can take in. Somebody like me, when I take in, I have to spend about 3 months in the hospital. And it's all about money. Your husband needs money to take care of you when you are on admission. Even if you are working and you are not going to work for 3 months. My brother, how does this feel?
So
you will not have enough money.
Tina, hold on. Tina, relax. You know, it's not only about, is it not a factor that it's only about the women who want lavish? It's because the men also have seen social media and they also want to compete. They want to look good among their classmates or their friends.
When you take about 10 men, it's only 1 that will want a lavish wedding.
Are you
But
sure?
the majority of these men, it is the women that put pressure on them. This is how I want it. This is how, and at times when you go to some of these weddings, you could see from the look of the man's face that
It is true. Tina, it is true.
I'm a woman, I know what I'm saying.
Tina, it is true.
Before you go.
So it's about time we cut this shit off.
Oh, okay,
Tina, you're off. Jojo, Tina.
Hold on. Tina, just a quick one. You said you spent only 1,000 and the people
But that was 10
came,
years ago.
The people that came respected themselves, so they didn't eat the food, they didn't.
Maybe
so you didn't invite poor people or what?
No, even the whole place was full.
Hey.
So the poor people couldn't. So poor people couldn't attend the wedding. It was only rich people.
No.
It was rich people, and you could see how gentle they were. Even in the we did cocktail. It was a cocktail. It was a cocktail drink and then kebab. We used the one goat for kebab.
Wow.
And it was just something simple and so lovely, lovely and so beautiful. Unfortunately, I wish I could have some of the pictures to send it to you. And enjoying the marriage. The quality of the marriage does not depend on how lavishly the wedding is. Let us get those into our head.
Yes,
our mothers those days were not doing this kind of wedding. That is how come they enjoyed their marriages. Very quality one as that.
All right.
Tina,
money we are spending today. Tomorrow you see a married woman going around. Oh, please, can you send me 100?
Tina Anyola.
No, but she said some very valid things.
No,
here.
yeah, and
very
you know
valid.
that I think over the last couple of months, we've seen one or two other pictures of young people who decide to marry without the attached ceremony. You know, they went to, and some were wearing jeans and just nice white tops.
In this Ghana?
It was
in Ghana.
It was on
sure?
Instagram, yes.
Oh, wow.
In Ghana, they wore jeans
Instagram.
and went to sign.
No, but nice jeans. And they wore. I mean, they look very casual but presentable. You know.
So lavish wedding or lavish honeymoon? Which one is a better option?
I'd rather a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Really?
I'd rather, yes.
Yeah.
Let's save that money and travel around the world and
That
chill.
makes a lot of sense.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know, that kind of
you
thing.
would travel such if we want
We'll travel in Ghana, then outside, then we'll tour the rest.
People
Oh, I said around the world. There's nothing wrong in wanting to travel the world.
Tell her where.
I'm sorry, but let's be honest here. Everybody, if they had the chance,
They'll travel.
they would go
Visit,
outside.
yeah.
No,
of Ghana.
but also we have to say that these days there are packages that are available that make it very decent for you to travel without having spending a lot of
That's
money.
if you're not traveling within Africa, because I'm sorry, traveling within Africa
It's
is
quite
more expensive
expensive.
than traveling to some of these other countries.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to Seychelles and things. It's not that expensive.
It is expensive.
You have to fly.
Roland.
You have to fly out before you fly in.
Okay, so
And
please,
it's
I have a marriage list. Let's
expensive.
put it on. Why people want to swallow me?
Okay, so this is...
This is a typical list. Can you see? I see.
Okay.
Okay, so a typical list.
What? Oh, suitcase. I saw salt case. I was wondering what that was. Suitcase, 5 pieces of suitcase.
Oh,
Also,
wow.
like the whole set.
Wow.
They have to buy the sets for you, so that when you're traveling, you can choose any of them. Then there's cloth, Holland, 20 pieces. 20.
Hey.
20 pieces.
I think this is.
Is that how much they?
This is
how
very
many?
extreme. This is very extreme.
6 pieces, right?
Some
Some
take
to 7.
some take 6, some 7. So this one will be like
So this
maybe
is like
East
the
Legon.
Kensi. This is the Kensi wedding.
Yeah, that's
type of
like
things.
East
Eh,
Legon
East
wedding.
Legon.
Then
wedding.
dowry. Dowry is for 50,000 Ghana cedis.
50,000.
When did this list
This is
come out?
Legon. This is Legon.
No, but usually dowry, how much do you have to pay?
No, okay. So I think maybe we can just not look at the quantities. All right.
Oh, let's look at
no,
that as well,
quantity is very
because
necessary.
that makes the difference.
No. So you have a diary.
50,000.
50,000.
And then you have one for a gift for the father.
Which is allowed, but
Another
three
gift.
full
Then
pieces
a
of
cash
cash.
amount.
There's a cash
50,000.
amount. Oh no.
Oh, but if you look at how much your father has spent on the woman you come to marry, you can't quantify it, but sometimes you have to be...
Especially the mothers.
Yeah.
Shout out to the mothers.
Oh, and the fathers as well who are
Yeah.
doing a great job, because they are mostly paying the school fees. So.
That's true. They are suffering.
Brother-in-law, 10,000.
Hey! What the brother-in-law do now? Just for being related to the bride.
No, but why don't they ever... Do they pay the sisters?
We need to start collecting money for
Because
this.
I only see brother.
Yeah,
Yes,
brother-in-law.
it's almost always a contested campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
we have to.
School fees. Continue for her.
Pomade. Body
Wow.
spray. I don't think this is real.
Pomade, body
Soap for bathing.
So for bathing.
Go
No, but you
change.
have to provide
Two
those
boxes.
things.
Yes.
You have to.
Some of them will go and buy Cooper. The earrings
Go
and will buy
change.
No, if
Cooper.
you bring Cooper, I won't collect it. Go
That
No,
one.
but you like your
want
standard is high. We're talking normal, like
No,
Tina
no, I'm
type.
not saying standard.
The
but
Tina type who called.
At least buy.
Because you have said we
is
should travel to-
Is there 10 carats?
We should travel to Osino and go and have this pass through Linda door and go and have honeymoon. You said outside.
We'll go there for
towel
funeral
bathing.
and engagement. We'll pass there.
Wait,
Let's go to somewhere
100
else.
pieces of towel and 10 pieces.
100 pieces. Towel for bath. Biggest.
No, but these are real. You may not buy the real one, They are so for most of them.
100 pieces for
I'm
what?
saying that
pieces?
no. Let's not look at the quantities. We're looking
let's
at
look
the
at quantity.
we're looking
Roland.
at the items.
No, we need to look at the
Yeah,
quantity.
but you need to know how many
So it
pieces
depends
you are
on the standard of the wedding. I mean, if you're marrying from a high class family and
Hey.
the expectations are high. Look, I've been in situations where I've been part of the groom's
planning committee.
Yeah, and they'll tell you from the woman's side or either side that if you had or our house, say you share your papa ni you know, you have to. And that's the reality. Nobody the lower standard for the house. So you know if you come in lower standard.
They say buy shoes. 50
So these
pairs.
are but these are the
Shoes.
list.
Pairs of shoes.
There's
quantities
slippers,
are
50
different.
pairs. Which one? The bathroom slippers?
I mean, we're joking with this, but that's real.
No, but
Brazier.
it's interesting to see the kind of
Oh,
list
that's
that
just
people...
written lingerie. What is this brazier?
But the ones that they do on
50
Instagram.
pieces of bra.
Wow.
Scarf, 20 pieces. Matches.
Matches?
What? They asked for matches?
Matches.
Oh, really?
Corned beef.
That's the traditional. Well, we have to go for Johnny's Bite.
You haven't given a list, but that's why you're shocked.
I haven't given a list.
I didn't know there was matches in there. Oh, sorry. I know Johnny's Bite has started. Can we see the end?
Can we
just see the
scroll
end?
up?
So that we can prepare ourselves mentally for
Corned
what
beef.
is coming.
Flour, oil, rice,
What?
tomatoes, onions.
Are they asked for that?
Oh, full sack.
Asagado. Cucumber. What?
It's a restaurant. They're opening a restaurant.
Well, we have to do Johnny's Bite. It's up next.